a sin. One team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense has the ball first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of it. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. It has been a less than stellar start in ACC play, and now the mission is to try to keep this season from going down the drain.
Yeah, and you got to find new ways to motivate. You came into the season, you're probably like, hey, listen, we want to be ACC champs, and that dream is probably gone, but let's refocus, right, Jesse? It's really fun to be that team in the middle towards the end of the year, too, where you can play spoiler.
Yeah, it's all about building, too. Just one game at a time, and it just takes one win to get the season completely turned around. This team has not yet quit on the year. They're still out playing hard.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. We'll keep a close eye on the play calling and just how diligent they are in getting the tight end involved, Jesse. It just didn't work last week.
Yeah, there's no question that this coaching staff, they know the offense basically goes as their big tight end goes. And that's why they lost their last game out. They didn't get him the ball enough. And that was a huge problem. So, David, big priority, number one for this offense in this one, get him as many touches, as many ways as you can.
Yeah, feed the big fella, the big target, the chain mover, the red zone area, but just, you don't have to be as accurate. I think that's the thing that's nice. When you're throwing to a big tight end over the middle of the field, like, he'll catch it and still get hit. It's not that big of a deal, so we got to use the big fella.
And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab on the left. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. Still running at the 40. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The handoff to Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker, it's Simon. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. From the gun. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Through the air for the score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
3rd and goal situation. As a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Takes the easy completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down, get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, getting that.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to return it. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. Finds a man on the right. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Mills. Really nice pickup there as they have the 44 with the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun. Wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Sweet cut there. Trying to take it back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Simon. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. 2nd down play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Simon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Final seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to put up 3. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys there on Stadium Drive at Keenan Memorial.
And the Yellow Jackets will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. If they could somehow find their way into the end zone. There he goes. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Give to the single back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels are threatening in the red zone. Got his man on the right. Oh, what a cut. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. South Carolina steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Columbia a ton of confidence. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strike downfield. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Tar Heels are rolling down the field. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the beatdown has ensued. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He's looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on the extra point. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. A little screen to the running back. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, the long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Going for it all. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they turn it into a defensive score. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he's going to go down at the 1. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Now this offense is back on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires on the move. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Now adjusting. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. Trying to pick up the 1st out of the backfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner will be knocked down. opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Going right to work up top. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
That last completion still leaving them with a third down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's a fumble on the play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.